Good morning, world. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in northern Utah where I am recording this video. My name is Georgia Davis. I empower individuals and businesses to rise above their circumstances and achieve excellence. Now, one of the ways that we do that as businesses and individuals is we have to create a really effective, productive schedule. And this is one thing that is a challenge for a lot of people. So I decided I would address that today. So there are some important things to remember when you're creating a schedule. You need to be reasonable with your time and what you can expect of yourself in your day. If you have a lot of distractions throughout your day, are those distractions that you can eliminate or those distractions that you need to build into your schedule? It's very important to know this information. You also need to know what you already have on your calendar for the day. If you have an appointment at 2 o'clock or at 1 o'clock, you need to make sure that you're putting that in as a firm time that you cannot miss. Plus, you need to be able to allow yourself time to prepare for whatever that appointment is for. So keep those two things in mind. Once you've got everything written down in a task list of things that you have to get done that are already scheduled for you to do that day, go ahead and write down everything else that you would like to get done in that day. Now, here is an example of one of the things that I have done. Now, these highlighted ones are ones that I absolutely want to get done. The ones that are not highlighted are ones that aren't as important to me and that I want to try to fit into the rest of my day. Now, this is very important to know what you absolutely want to get done. You may have daily habits that you don't want to avoid, but you want to make sure that you get them on your schedule. Make sure that those things are written down, and if you want to, you can go ahead and highlight them like I have on my schedule. The next thing that you want to do is write in on your schedule all of those things that you have to get done, and then start fitting in the other tasks that you would like to get done for the day. Now, it's also super important that you put in time frames, because time frames are going to help you get a better feel for how quickly you get things done, if you need more time to complete that task, and so forth. So it's really important to include those time frames. Now, one of the ways I kind of trick myself into getting things done is sometimes just to get the habit started or to make sure I'm supporting it every day is I'll give it a little bit less time than I think I might need or want. Here's why I do that. If I'm looking at my schedule, reading is really important to me, but if I write on my schedule that I want to read for 30 minutes on a really busy day, I might just avoid it altogether, and then I failed at my schedule. I feel bad because I didn't get that thing done, and sometimes it can hit my morale and self-confidence a little bit, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep a good positive momentum going. So if I schedule myself to read for 5 minutes and then allow myself a little bit more flexibility in that time frame, I just focus on the 5 minutes. I get my book out, I start reading, and I end up reading actually for longer in the time that I really wanted to read. So this is just one of the tricks that you can use with building your schedule. Now, creating a schedule for your day or creating a plan for your day sometimes can be really overwhelming. You'll get your schedule put together, you're optimistic, and then you just avoid it altogether and don't get anything done. Now, if you get to the end of your day and something like this has happened, it's important to keep in mind and remember that if you're new to scheduling, it can take a little bit to figure it out and how it will work for you. Maybe you are overscheduling your time and you need to adjust and flex with it a little bit that way. Maybe, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you have distractions that you have to work into your schedule and you're not doing that. A couple of other things. I am a person that can be really resistant over looking at a schedule that's really busy. So create your schedule carefully so that you're not being resistant to the schedule itself, but that you're working out a schedule where you can look at it and feel like you're making progress. One of the ways that you can do that to start creating a good, effective, productive schedule is by giving yourself maybe 3 to 5 things that you have to get done in your day. Get those things done, evaluate when you're getting them done and when you're the most productive, really knowing that is important, making sure you get enough sleep, making sure you have a healthy and nutritious meals to help keep you moving forward is also really important. Staying hydrated, all of those things are really important when you're looking at and creating a schedule. So keep those things in mind. My suggestion, if you're brand new to scheduling, is start with a task list and make sure that you have a priority 1, priority 2, or you can label those different, but your priority 1 is maybe 1 to 3 things that you absolutely want to get done. Your priority 2 list will be something else, a task of things that if you have time, you can go ahead and start pulling off of that list. It's also really helpful if you either number in order of importance the things on your task list, to help you realize or quickly identify what you want to fit into your schedule. And then if you write time frames in for each of those tasks, that can also help you. If you just need to quickly pay a bill or meet with an employee for a short period of time, write the amount of time that you think you're going to need to do that task. That way, when you look at your priority 2 list, you can quickly identify what you have time for based on the amount of time that you have available. These are just some quick little tips that you can use to creating a schedule. Remember, keep it simple at first, and then as you move forward and get more familiar with scheduling, you can make it a little bit more challenging and inclusive in what you're doing. If you have a task list to work off of and you're conscious of that task list, you're going to be more effective and productive throughout the day, and you're really going to feel good about what you've accomplished in your day. Until next time, this is Georgia Davis. We will see you again soon.